While I am not sure about President Trump's phrasing, not only did he not tell the people to go in, he never gave them a tour, and he told them to go home. I'm not sure how he could be blamed, unless you are so brain dead that you are ignorant enough to also believe that men can get pregnant. Is there any evidence whatsoever that President Trump wrote Project 2025? Not at all. Is there any evidence that he is following Project 2025? Only if you count natural overlap. The fact remains that he had nothing to do with it. Actually, the fake news is focusing on both. Since he was not a fascist the first time, there is no reason to believe that he will be a fascist the second time. I'm just going to go out on a limb with this next one. Is it possible that these same generals are seeing that peace is not as good for their bottom line? President Trump had no new wars because the world respected him. No one respected Obama or Brandon, which is why they both brought us into multiple wars. We need to beware the military-industrial complex. What did he do to not hand over power? When the mostly peaceful protesters came to the Capitol, not only did he not tell them to go in, he did not give them a tour, and he told them to go home. So, sorry Carmen, almost everything that you said in the second panel is wrong. As such, everything that Winslow said in the third panel is wrong. It is sad that those from our side are also developing TDS. When Springfield swelled by a third because of the illegals, do you think the cost of housing went up or down? With more houses for actual Americans rather than the illegals, costs will go down as a result of supply and demand. Nothing is stopping these people from coming in legally to work. In fact, we will welcome you with open arms. But not if your first action is to break in. This is grossly oversimplified to the point of being inaccurate. This was not even true during this strip's original run from 2006 to 2014. Democrats want the government to control everything. One more reason they have Nazi or National Socialist on the brain. You accuse your enemies of that of which you are doing. Is it any wonder why conservatives are generally more charitable than liberals? And yes, it was a liberal that did that study. Because we believe in helping each other, rather than just surrendering all of our money to the government to do that job. At any point, the leaders of these nations could come to the negotiation table. Israel is willing to give these people the land, on the condition that they recognize Israel's right to exist. However, the terrorists do not want this, and just want to kill all of the Jews. Despite this, Israel still drops leaflets warning civilians to get out. And the terrorists do not care how many people die as long as Jews are killed. A ceasefire for a Palestinian is just a chance to reload for the next attack. As long as they report crimes, unlike the training in Maricopa, as long as they do not force people out during the counting, as long as keys are not left on the ballot box, as long as ballots are not left in a ravine, as long as ballots are not brought out from under the table, I can support these people. I support people as long as they are not criminals.